Hello there. Thank you again for watching this video. This is part number 2 of our content versus the container. Now, a while ago we went through several different devices that technology has advanced and has brought on the market, and consumers have taken a hold of them. Several different facets. We had the camcorder, we showed you the laptop computer, we showed you the tablet, we showed you the DVD, the VCR, we showed you the VHS tapes, but I forgot to show you one. Seriously. And here it is. It's the TV. It's a TV. It's a TV. Don't tell nobody. And so I had to show that to you because, coming from my background and ultra-conservative Pentecostalism, each one of these topics have had their stage in time, but it seems like overall the television, the TV, has been the topic since way back, when it first came on the market, and then these others are just variations of the same thing, and at different times and different generations from that time, from the inception of the creation of the television. Each one of these devices have had their time in the limelight in the conservative fellowship. So I've seen this issue dealt with in a variety of ways. I've witnessed it on conference floors. Such hot topics back in the 80s and the 90s. The VCR, the camcorder was such taboo issues, and you was nearly putting your soul in jeopardy if you had a camcorder. And I myself personally has been at the blunt end of rebuke. Because we chose back in the 80s, the late 80s, to purchase a camcorder because we wanted to capture different stages and seasons of our children, their lives and our family times together. And I'm so glad we did. But I've been at the blunt end of some pretty hard rebuke times and times of rebuke in certain fellowship circles because of that. We just wanted simply to preserve memories and historical moments in our family and our journey in the different stages of life. Again, the VCR, the camcorder, in the conservative fellowships, that's pretty much, you heard it every service you went to. It was going to be addressed in conference in a regular local church service. Is always going to be addressed, a camcorder or a VCR, and then it graduated to the DVD, and then the DVDs began to be a big thing, but it seems like that those things have still been held on to by so many as though they're hot topics. Well, let me give you a news flash. Those things are not hot topics anymore. Technology has kept on going and kept on advancing, and it's amazing how it's went from one thing to another and one thing to another, but yet so many people are stuck back in previous generations to where they still think that it's the camcorder, or it's the VCR, or it's the DVD player. That's the problem, or the computer. That's the problem, and so it's constantly being addressed. And I just want to sincerely address this issue of social media, and just help us to understand. Please understand that these things are dead issues. Technology has moved on. And so we are in a total different day, a total different time, facing a total different challenge. And what is the answer? Who has the answer? What is the answer? Well, again, I'm treading out there where angels fear to trod for the sake of trying to help somebody to understand that preaching or talking or standing against a device or a container is not the answer to the dilemma. It's not the answer to the challenge. It is of no value to spend my time talking about an obsolete VCR from 15 years ago, when they don't even make VHS tapes anymore. The big camcorders that we showed you, that they don't even make them like this anymore to carry and hold the VHS tapes. They're obsolete. They're gone. And so technology has picked up and moved on. And so I want us to understand that entire fellowships, back in my day, from my personal experience, entire fellowships have been formed based on their stand on these particular devices, particularly the TV or a VCR or a DVD player or a camcorder. And these issues have been used to build fellowships and also to increase the membership in local churches, because we get up and herald, we don't believe in camcorders here, so we're stronger than the next guy. Or we're, bless God, our church is superior to you, and we're superior people because we don't have a VCR or a DVD player. You know, we don't believe in that, and so we're superior to you. We're stronger than you are. And so people sitting in other churches think, oh my God, if I want to be saved, I better get over there and you know, where they're preaching the truth, and where, my God, the truth has been preached, and so they run over there. But after a while, when the smoke clears and they start singing that. Technology has advanced, and it's just a different challenge on a different level. And so that's what I'm trying to help us to understand, that it's not the content, rather it's not the container that we need to be concerned with so much as it is the content with what we are viewing. So that's a very, very important thing, a question that every one of us must answer. Content versus container. Which is going to be more beneficial to focus on, the content or the container? Now you can choose, as so many have and still do, to be stuck back in the 80s dealing with a camcorder when it's a dead issue. Or you can get up here to where it's happening and say, hang on here for a second. It's not necessarily the container, but it's the content that we have to be cautious about, and certainly put precautionary measures in our life. And number one, have a relationship with God. That's a very, very important thing. Hope you've enjoyed it today. Take this with you and ponder on the question, content versus container. Which is going to benefit me more to focus on? God bless you. Tune in next time.